Yeah, my name is Trooper Shay Ross, and this is K-9 Scout. I'm a Fish and Wildlife Trooper with State Police here in Oregon, and K-9 Scout is one of our conservation dogs. We're based out of the Bend Area Command in Central Oregon, but only having 2 dogs in the state, we cover pretty much the whole state. So Scout basically just lives to play, and in order for him to play, he has to do his work. So as long as he finds something with his nose, then he gets to play. That's his whole reward and his whole purpose in life. So whenever Scout finds something of interest, something that's a trained odor, whether it's human odor, gunpowder residue, or wildlife detection work, he will always sit or down at it. If he can't see me from a down position, he will sit. If he can see me from wherever he is at, then he'll usually down on it, and whatever the item of trained odor is that he's located, it'll be right between his front paws or right next to his nose. So wildlife poaching in the state of Oregon is still very prevalent. Some people think that it's diminished over time. It probably has a little bit, but it's still very prevalent in the state and an issue that's very concerning. Yeah, we had a case that was pretty interesting here a while back involving a subject that was elk hunting on a location that he didn't have legal access to hunt. It came in through our tip program. Somebody ended up reporting that this individual had potentially shot an elk where he wasn't supposed to, and I took Scout out to try to find evidence of that, along with finding the carcass that was left over from the incident, the elk carcass. Scout also located an additional elk that was shot and left to waste in the area that we didn't even know was there. We would have never found it, had no reason to believe it was out there. Scout found it from about 300 yards away, and when he wouldn't come back to me, I finally went and found him, and he was sitting right next to an elk that was bedded down and dead from the bullet. So we can let Scout out and let him go to work and find it with his nose. He can cover ground a lot faster, and he misses a lot less than we do with our eyes. Our Fish and Wildlife Division Captain, Casey Thomas, was traveling from Salem to Bend to go to a meeting, and during his travel over St. Ann Pass, he observed a vehicle that was parked on the side of the road and decided to stop in and make sure that the operator was okay, not in need of any assistance. Located a blanket laying out in the snow with some foot tracks around it, and long story short, he ends up calling myself to call Scout and I out. Scout tracked for 1.5 miles in the snowy mountains in the wintertime. It was very cold, and ended up helping us directly locate this individual. She'd been out in the snow and ice for a very long time. Without Scout, most likely would never have located that individual, and there's no telling what could have happened if we didn't find her. My favorite part of the job is probably being able to kind of go everywhere in the state, have the freedom to not only work here in Central Oregon, but also go to the eastern part of the state or go to the coast. It's a little added bonus to have a dog with you, especially one that's always ready to go and willing to play and have fun and help you do your job.